YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Hayden back here for another video, and today we're going to be breaking down the huge emergence, really, you could say, of Gavin Brindley. Gavin Brindley for the Colorado Avalanche has played a total of 14 games. In those 14 games, he has a total of 5 points, 3 goals, including the one last night versus Vancouver Canucks, and 2 assists. His plus-minus time in the for the Avalanche is +2. So, very good for him. Overall, he's been playing pretty good for the Avalanche. And it's been a nice, refreshing start for him. And he has 16 shots on goal. And then his shooting percentage is 18.8 overall. So, for a rookie, I'm here for it. Like, you break down the stats, you see that. But let's talk about the thing that a lot of people is not going to be talking about, and that's going to be what he's doing on the ice. And I say what he's doing on the ice because he had a huge game last night versus Vancouver Canucks. He had a goal, of course, versus the Edmonton Oilers. So, overall, good road trip in Canada for him. But I want to talk about what he did yesterday. Because yesterday, when he was playing for the Colorado Avalanche, when he was on the ice playing, Jared Bednar was mixing up the lines. Your starting lineup, you had, of course, the top 2 lines, as always. You had Nathan MacKinnon, Marty Necas, and Arturi Lehkonen. Second line, you had Ross Colton, Brock Nelson, Val Nichushkin. Third line, you had Victor Olofsson, Gabriel Landeskog. And you had Jack Drury. The third line, you had Parker Kelly, Brindley as well. So overall, the lines, that was the lines going into it. Throughout the night, Jared Bednar was moving guys around, bringing Landeskog up, pushing him down, bringing him up, moving Olofsson from the second line to the first line, replacing McKinnon down to the second line. Like, he was mixing up to try and get something going. Because if you did not watch that game, the Avalanche started sluggish in that second period. They had a hot first period with 2 Nathan MacKinnon goals. Second period, quiet, nothing, but you started to feel like there was momentum swinging at the end of the second, and then 30 seconds in, Arturi Lehkonen had the game-tying goal. No, the go-ahead goal. Of course, they tied it. Arturi Lehkonen struck again because of what Gavin Brindley did. And I say that's what he did because Gavin Brindley was, when the puck was sent down into the Vancouver Canucks zone, Gavin Brindley played chase. And when he, like any player would, but instead of just being pushed back by the defender, letting the defender just body him out, he fought. And he used his strength when he had that puck to go and try and take a shot at the goal. That it drew the penalty. It drew the penalty that set up Arturi Lehkonen's tying goal. And then, of course, the Avalanche won. And the goal-ahead goal. Of course, Vancouver tied it. And then, of course, Gavin Brindley being the overtime hero, playing with Brock Nelson, Devon Taves, and himself on a line. That was the second line for that overtime. The first one was Nathan MacKinnon, Arturi Lehkonen, Cale Makar. Second one had Gavin Brindley. That just shows the trust, the rapport, the reputa that it takes. And Gavin Brindley's been playing good to start the Avalanche when he's actually getting the time, when he's getting the availability to do it, because he's been playing good. Edmonton, he had 2 points. Vancouver, he had 1. He went on a 3-point tear this road trip. I'm so happy for him. And the thing is, the Avalanche got him in the trade when they sent Charles Coyle and Miles Wood out to Columbus. They got Gavin Brindley in return. And Gavin Brindley is so valuable for this Avalanche team. He is so young, too. The 21-year-old born in 2004. I am older than him. I was born a year and 2 months before Gavin Brindley, 3 months, correction, was born. And look at what he's doing. The former second-round pick, a very early second-round pick, the second pick in the second round, so the 34th overall pick, is playing out of his mind. He's playing good for the Avalanche. You'd love to see it. Really, his career has 15 games. He played once, but this is like his true test, his rookie year. And Jared Bednar is going to have a problem when you get healthy. And that's a good problem to have. Because at this point, do you keep him when you get healthy with Logan O'Connell and Joel Kiviranka back? Or do you send him down to the G League, to the Eagles? I say you keep him. And I say that because he is fitting in. He is making do with guys like Brock Nelson. Amazing players. Devon Toews, leaders and veterans of this league, of this team. He is fitting in and feeling himself. And his speed, his toughness, his grit is going to be able to help him. And that's what you need on this fourth line, especially for a deep playoff run too. Because yes, he doesn't have the experience like everyone else on the roster. Because of course with McKinnon, Makar, Devon Toews, Gabriel Landeskog, Val Nichushkin, Arturi Lehkonen, Logan O'Connor. I'm trying to think who else. They lifted that in 2022. They were on the Stanley Cup team. Gavin Brindley was probably in high school. He was probably a senior in high school when they did that. Probably watching that team, dreaming about being able to play, and now he's playing with them. And he is fitting in well. His play style is fitting the speed of the Colorado Avalanche. It's fitting the aggressiveness that you need for a cup run. And that's why you got to keep Gavin Brindley. And I am starting to love the kid too. At first I watched him, I thought it was just going to be another rookie coming in for a few, going back down. Because I knew the potential he had is there. But at 21, starting to unlock himself, trying to make himself be like, hey, I'm here to be an NHL starter. On a starting NHL team, not just a rotational guy. Because they've done that with guys like Taylor Makar, which that was cool as all get out, having the Makar brothers better. But if I want a forward, I'd rather have Gavin Brindley. Because right now, Gavin Brindley is playing with this team. He's fitting in with the team compared to a guy like Taylor Makar or Kreis Wagner from last year. He's actually making an impact too. Before that goal Gavin Brindley had last night, Colorado was 0 for 5 in overtime. Gavin Brindley changed the narrative and won Colorado that game. Because of his determination, because of his fight, not only to draw the penalty, but even on that goal, he took the shot, got the rebound, scored. A lot of guys will shoot it, go around, and we just continue overtime. Not Gavin Brindley. He was there in front of the net, fighting for that goal, and gosh darn it, he earned it. And that's what I want to see from these young players who are coming up from the Colorado Eagles. These young players who the Avalanche are acquiring. I want to see that because right now you don't see that much with the young players compared to guys like Arturi Lehkonen, who's always being pesky, who's always fighting for that puck in front of the net. A guy like Val Nichushkin as well, Gabriel Landeskog. That's what I want to see. I want to see the fight. I want to see the determination, and that's what we have in Gavin Brindley, and that's why we need to keep him, and that's why I'm very much impressed from his performance last night. Yes, he could probably, will he go on a cold stretch? Probably. I'm not going to lie. But in that cold stretch, if he's still taking the shots, if he's still fighting, drawing the penalties, that is helping the team more than bringing him up for one game just to fill a roster spot. It is. But let me know down below what you think. You think Gavin Brindley should stay with the Avalanche? What do you think of him? You liking him like I am? Let me know down below. If you guys haven't already, hit that like and sub button. And as always, go Avs, go.